On the 143rd birth anniversary of our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, I pay my respect and offer my deep tribute to the great soul whose works and contributions are emerged as an independent nation and whose leadership provided us this democratic platform to voice our own concern and determine our own future. I am also confident that my fellow Sikkimese would equally pay their respect to the great soul, knowing full well that you have been the real custodians of what Gandhiji stood for under the intense circumstances of acute oppression under the colonial rule. As a true architect of Indian democracy and independence, Gandhiji's principles of ahimsa, non-violence, proved potent weapon to fight against the foreign domination. The perpetual and valuable philosophy propounded by Gandhiji seamlessly resonates in the lives of the Sikkimese people, and I congratulate them for being the true disciples of Mahatma Gandhi to promote the collective cause of peace, tranquility, and harmony in the state. By all accounts, birth of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi on October 2nd, 1869 has remained a historical event. This is a day to relive Gandhiji's life and contribution in Indian independence. Gandhi, at the age of 18, went to England to study law and returned to India in 1915. Under the given situation, he could have led a very successful life without having to share the burden of making India independent. However, after his homecoming, he led national-wide stand for achieving Swaraj, abolition of social evils, empowering human rights, and improving economic conditions of peasants and farmers. He further strengthened his movement against the British Raj and led Indians in the Dandi March in 1930. This was later followed by the popular Quit India movement in 1942, calling British to leave India, which paved way for final emancipation in 1947. So much for the history. Today, while we commemorate the birth of Gandhiji as a national festival, we must remain his good followers, as because of his selfless struggle, we are today the proud citizens of the free nation. Is he still relevant, or have we pushed his teaching beyond recognition due to selfish game of power struggle? In the many contradictions admissible under the democratic system, we need to look at these many questions from fresh perspective, new understanding based on general outreach, larger options available, and changing socio-political scenario worldwide in our bid to strengthen the philosophy of welfare state. In the multi-party democracy that we embraced, people elect their representatives by voting in favor of leaders that they like or admire. And it is the same people who can dismiss the leader if he or she fails to live up to their expectations. However, people's future and destiny of a nation is built upon the merit, conviction, vision, and the leadership so chosen. I have a feeling that in majority of cases, we turn out Gandhi's philosophy and his principles mostly for political and personal gains. We must never forget that thoughts and philosophy propounded by Gandhiji still remain very much relevant today, not only for the country, but for the entire world. More so, the community of students, youth, and teachers should vigorously pursue and follow the Gandhian philosophy of non-violence in everyday life and in their day-to-day interactions with their immediate neighbors and people outside. This responsibility of practicing non-violence in real-life situations lies with you, and today I call upon all of you to put in practice that Gandhiji taught and make it comprehensive culture and create spaces to the Sikkimese society. His epic struggle based on satyagraha, non-violence, and non-cooperation to bring together the people of India in their search for sovereignty in unparalleled generation of leaders from different nations, including the African nation, has been greatly inspired by Gandhi to attain their own salvation. Gandhiji emerged as the tallest leader of not only India but the whole world, held in high esteem and reverence at par with great soul like Lord Buddha and Jesus Christ. As a true example and noble soul, the world came to understand India through Gandhiji, through his teaching and his selfless struggle. Sikkim, which joined the Indian Union in 1975, has further cemented its peaceful coexistence and harmonious living since the later half of 1990s. This is very significant as we are surrounded by 3 international borders. On this day, we may ask how best we have positioned ourselves vis-a-vis Gandhiji's principles in serving the interests of the people of Sikkim and that of the nation at large. As people's representatives elected on democratic principles, we have always tried to protect people's interests and promote the cause of state and nation building. Differences of opinion are sought to be addressed through due process of reconciliation and mutual understanding. 20 years on, we have firmly established the culture of decency in political sphere, and the sense of discrimination and headhunting of the yesteryears is no more. True to the Gandhian prescription, we earmarked 70% of our planned allocation for rural development and for the upliftment of rural population. This we did in 1994-95 to address rural-urban disparity in terms of general living conditions, housing, education, health, and rural infrastructure. With the same policy, during the last 18 years, we have been able to integrate our villages and the village people to a large extent within the larger definition of development, prosperity, and socio-economic justice. Although a small landlocked state with relatively small population, Sikkim has offered such a range of development programs and policies to benefit the larger number of population in the state, which are not found elsewhere in the country. Under the Gandhian philosophy of Gram Swaraj, we have fully implemented the 73rd and 74th Amendment Acts of the Constitution to elect representatives at the urban and rural Sikkim. Under the Panchayati Raj institution, we have fully undertaken power decentralization and devolution to transfer power to the village people. Through effective transfer of power and building of rural assets, including Gram Prasashan Kendra and block development centers in every village and every assembly constituency, We have provided easy access to village administration at the doorstep of village people to serve our people. In the entire country, ours is the only state to fully and successfully establish Gandhiji's dream of Gram Raj at the village level. And I would like to see that each member of the society is fully empowered to evolve Gram Swaraj and Swashasit Janata as the self-governed people at the very ground level. The democratic process for election of new Panchayat bodies in Sikkim is underway at present. I would like to see that all participate and cooperate fully to successfully hold Panchayat election and elect village representatives in Sikkim. Through Panchayats and through their active involvement, I would like to ensure that we serve our people, our village, and meaningfully participate in the great tasks of state and the nation building process. For that, I would also like to fully empower our new Panchayat member through a series of training schedules drawing on the best resources available countrywide. Ours in the base working model under the Panchayati Raj and Sikkim state, therefore is a model state in terms of evolving and strengthening of Gram Raj in the entire country. Self-sufficient under various sectors including animal husbandry, horticulture, high-value organic farming, etc. will help Sikkim to become self-sufficient. Through various measures, we have strengthened our revenue base, which is based on our natural wealth. Promotion of eco-tourism and hydropower generation are some of our priorities. In the larger understanding, we need to introspect if we are able to measure up to the ideals Gandhi stood for. In a self-governed country like ours, there is one rule that applies to each one of us, and that is common interest. This applies to lovers of common interest, genuinely engaged with public good, without being the servants of a special group of men or of certain interest group. With the new emerging age, we are required to show a new spirit to win over adversity in whatever form. In our fight, Gandhiji could again provide us the solution by being the change that you want to see in the world. Political freedom per se will not be complete unless we gain freedom from the menace of consumerism. The countrymen must produce themselves what they consume, whereas should aspire for the bare minimum. Without socio-economic freedom, Swaraj we gain will be meaningless. Therefore, we know Charkha, the spinning wheel, has ever since remained as enduring symbol of self-reliance and self-determination, deeply etched in the collective imagination of every Indian. In totality, Gandhiji has always been the source of inspiration to people from generation to generation. I take your permission to quote that great soul who has offered the most insightful tip to all the people in the state, country, and the world. Quote, I will give you a talisman. Whenever you are in doubt or when the self becomes too much with you, apply the following test. Tickle the face of the poorest and the weakest man whom you may have seen. Ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him will we gain anything by it? Will it restore him to a control over his own life and destiny? In other words, will it lead to Swaraj for the hungry and eventually striving millions? Then you will find your doubts and your self-made away, unquote. As we observe the 143rd birth anniversary of Father of Nations, we must find due merit in the great man's wisdom and proceed as our guiding light by the very privilege bestowed upon us as the representative of people, duly empowered by freedom. Won these many years, we must vow to follow the footsteps shown by the Mahatma Gandhi to end wars and discontentment evident worldwide today. We know that under the democratic system, people must uphold democratic spirit and remember that there are rights as well as duties. Right and responsibility are inseparable for the smooth functioning of democracy. The gain of freedom for the country, Gandhiji undertook satyagraha for the very noble cause. However, people must rise up to oppose while people tend to misuse this noble instrument for petty political gain, doing great disservice and dishonor to the noble soul. Finding true merit in Gandhiji's talisman, I call upon all my fellow Sikkimese to follow Mahatma Gandhi, to serve our motherland to the best of our ability and with the best of intention, that we as the worthy citizens are called upon to act forever and as usual. Thank you. Jai Sikkim. Jai Bharat. Jai